we're
Right.
forgetting one newcomer on the field, Mr. Kev on stage.
Kevin Murray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another
He
one.
was like, Aldous Hodge, the Hodge Brothers Productions.
Oh yes.
But imagine
Kevin's
if,
breaking into the scene.
So see, we got to get Kevon to stop watching anime long enough to do
No.
it.
Let that man go on his journey.
We need that. We need that over here. We need
I didn't say stop at all, just long enough to do the project. He can get back on his grind.
That man
I
just
gotta
stopped
live.
Right now, talk about like, hey, y'all can cancel BET Plus. Just wait till my show airs, please. Like, watch it.
We just got to get him. We got to get him a straw hat that fits his head. That's all it is.
Oh no! Who's going to draw the star on his chest? That's what I want.
I knew he was settled in the moment he watched the one episode from Full Metal. He's like, "Why did y'all let me watch this?" I said, "But he was fine.
There it is.
He was fine." It's like once he got past that episode, I'm like, "Oh, you're hooked." Because
that's your baptism of fire, sir.
Yeah, always.
Like, you just got through the rumbling.
I was waiting for him to meet Scar and Mustang, both Mr. Get It Back in Blood 1 and 2.
Let's go.
So yeah, and I think the final part of that deal is like, what do you mean they took everything except for Homeboys in Outer Space?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll leave that trash on the curb.
There's a line that we will draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Like they took everything but that, and like they didn't need it.
You can show that behind New Girl reruns. We won't need it.
Speaking of Kev on stage, congratulations to Kev on stage. He just got his new movie on BET Plus, which is called Churchy. We're going to check it out right now. But just looking at his posts and talking about this thing and seeing just how emotional.
Is it a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
It's a
movie.
Series.
I'm sorry, it's a series. It's a series.
Mm-hmm.
And to see that it's come to this point, and he's just proud. Mm-hmm. You know, he showed an older video with his brother who had passed away, so he didn't get to see him get to this stage.
Oh, I didn't realize that he had passed. I saw
his brother passed away, I think 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Still fresh.
So it was like this trial, I guess you could say, where him getting to the stage this is serendipitous. So here's Churchy by Kev on stage and his wife, Mrs. Kev on stage.
Boy, that face is telling everything right now. That face right there.
Spectacular, Pastor. You know how to get the hearts and the likes, but can you change a life, son?
Our church is thriving because of me.
It's time for the big announcement.
I'm so excited that you had a chance to join me today. We're about to be blessed.
I'm here to announce and introduce you all to the new pastor, someone who is my spiritual son, Pastor Cleophas Patterson.
I'm your real son. You think you can take this from me? Let's call every church and let them know I am ready to take over their ministry. Now's the time. You take over Potter's house. Let me take over Denver. Send me to Chattanooga.
Eddie.
Plant me in Chattanooga. They say that's New Atlanta. Put some drum rolls in the comments right now. God is moving me in my ministry to Lubbock, Texas.
Looks like you figured it out.
I give it a month. You are not to call me for any reason. If it get that bad, you take it to God.
I'm the pastor's new senior consultant.
New pastors, what now?
Titles aren't important. I'm really just here to ease the burden.
Funerals can be so hard. I want an open casket.
But if it's open, people gonna be able to see him in there.
Yes, yeah.
He's gonna be dead. If we could bow our heads and we Jesus. You sure the lady was wrong about you? Relationships are about give and take. Well, do you even know what it is she's asking me to do?
I want my husband to close his eyes and with a giving heart, I want him to eat my.
Amen. Amen.
You're going to hell. Oh, well, no time to go now. Amen.
So
long way.
That's indicative of how it is in the church today. I don't care what anybody say. All right, I said what I
got
said.
$5 that says somebody's gonna wild out and cry and kick the casket at the funeral. There's always one.
There's always one. Always, but I don't want him to.
That quota's gonna be met.
Okay,
that quota's gonna be met.
I've never heard that line
That's what
before.
believing in yourself can do.
The line
I mean,
about him going to hell, and he says, "Well, we came too far now." I'm just like,
right.
I've got to use that. It's
But
too
I
far
love
to
the
go
fact
back.
that, you know, I
Don't you
mean,
dare.
I'm so happy that he actually, you know, he took that. I mean, for a guy who started out as comedian to getting your show on BET Plus and bringing others along with you, because I think I saw
And got a
Sydney.
show on TBS, and got
Yeah,
the hosting gig on
Mhm.
TBS. So yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, Friday
and
Night Vibes. I forgot about that.
comedy tour prior to
Mhm.
that with Tony,
Mhm.
and then the show, the hosting gig on TBS, and now this. So he's like, yeah, he's been
Spectrum
getting.
commercials.
Oh, the Spectrum commercials.
He's been
I
putting
can't
his people
imagine.
on with the Spectrum commercials. I'm like, oh, all y'all just in this. Okay.
I just need
I've
to
been
see
seeing
Tony
them
Baker.
advertise Old Spice too, but the
Yeah,
Old
yeah,
Spice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
He's
damn,
advertising
I
Old
forgot all
Spice.
about that.
Oh yeah. But you know, I just need to see Tony Baker one time on one episode, just because that he gonna be a fool.
Oh yeah.
Don't be surprised if him were to hear more is going to show up. I wouldn't.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
the whole gang is showing up.
Mhm.
Everybody's showing up.
Like this is
Gonna
just
be a
what's going to
dang fool.
happen. Funeral shenanigans are a fact across the board. Yeah,
She's not wrong.
no, she's
She's
not.
not wrong.
Take me with you.
I
don't wanna go.
No, I got my first experience like maybe 5 years ago. It was my great grandma. She was like 98.
Mhm.
And one of her daughters, who was technically like my aunt, a great aunt, somewhere up the ladder. And my uncle's in the back, just like, no, why she got to do all that?
See,
That line is said at every black funeral. It was like,
Safari, you nice. I was petty because you know you always get those people like, oh, take me with you. I want to go, and they drape themselves over the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my 11-year-old self, because I had a great aunt that was like, oh, take me with him. He was too young. I want to go. I slightly pushed her into the casket.
there's times.
You see that look of
Like-
pride on his face right now? You see that look of pride?
There are literally
Blacked
times.
out. Wait a minute.
There are
The guest
literally
is supposed to
times.
black out?
You see the dimples on his face. That's pride right there, y'all. That is
Oh,
Look,
pride.
there are times I've been at a black funeral
Mhm.
and I've sat at the back. You know, if it
Mhm.
wasn't somebody close to me, but it was somebody I knew or somebody that was in the family but not as close,
Mhm.
and I watched the chaos unfold. And my wife has had to tell me to stop. Like she hit my arm or something, and I'm like, "What did I do? I didn't say anything." She was like, "You shaking your head." Like I'm just like disapproving as fuck.
Or sometimes you forget. Sometimes you think your inner monologue is working. Like when you think you said something, in mind,
It's
but
always the
everybody was
inner
around.
monologue. It's always the inner monologue. You're just like, I'm sitting there like, "Jeez,
I want to apologize, Mr. West, for our
Look, I can't be the only one that had that
Really?
happen. Hang on a second. I can't be the only one that happened at a funeral when you walk up and sit down and you go, do they really have to have her makeup like that? And then have everybody around me just you thought you said
I've
in your head, but
left, I've
everybody's
left,
staring at you.
Martin.
I've left a funeral with a friend and looked at it and like we didn't say anything. We just kind of glanced, and then when we left, we were just like, "Yo, was we at the right one? Like that didn't look like who we thought that was."
No, Spartan is my cousin Zay-Boy. At that same funeral, it was me and my other cousins, because this is Big Mama, so we only knew her for like the first. Well, the fact that we made it to our 20s with her and she got to be like not late 90s, great.
Mhm.
But we got our heads down trying to be respectful. My cousin's in the back just cutting up the whole time. My other cousin has brought his fiance, so this is her rite of passage to the family. So her head is down and she is ear to ear laughing. Like I should not be crying laughing in church. I'm going to hell with y'all. And I'm just like, welcome to the family. Because my granddad's new wife decided she wanted to give a speech for all of like the 6 months that she knew her. And my cousin in the back, like, hey man, you take any longer, we all gonna be in the casket with it. Could you hurry it up?
See, that's why I raised my hand. Like I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
I know Kev is about to have the all deaf crew doing some shenanigans in this show.
I already know. My wife found out quickly
Mhm.
after it was my grandfather's funeral, and it was after what, and all of us shave our head bald. Like none of us have gone bald. We just shave our head bald. So it's my uncles and my older cousins, and the stories that were coming out of their mouths, including mine. And she was just like, "What is going on?" And I said, "This is how we rock. Welcome to the family, dear." And so you are in for a ride. It was just.
No, I had a moment at a funeral. It was one of my aunts, and I've never done this before. I laughed out loud and couldn't control it.
You've never done that before. Yeah, no.
Not at a funeral because my uncle, open casket, he goes up, family's going by and they're reviewing, and it's like, oh, he comes up, and I was still sitting down. He said, "Why does she look like a frozen ham?" And I screamed, and my mama hit me in the back of the head. I'm like, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. He literally said,
I'm gonna keep what I'm gonna say to myself, because this definitely gonna be great. If I said, you know what?
And she's closing the camera.
Hey Kev, if for some reason you watch this reaction, I'm sorry.
I'm you know what? We already here. So I'm gonna go
got in trouble. I didn't even
If
care.
you don't like Churchy, it's for black people anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody started laughing. Everybody started laughing. They was, and my uncle's like, "Okay, I didn't like her asking when she was live."
Don't feel bad, Navy. At least you didn't sit there and watch a casket go down, and a relative, let's just say, was heavy set, and the motor that was lowering the casket had died.
I'm begging you to stop.
No.
I am begging you.
Wait, hold on.
Everybody on your side of the
Wait.
You need
There's
to
another
stop.
Hollywood story by Black Spartan.
I feel like I gotta say it, because, like, you know what? I feel like if I say this, I'll feel better, because
No, this is not
no. I'm gonna say why. Because it was a nice funeral. We made it all the way to the end. Now, this relative was a little bit on the heavier side, so they were lowering the casket, and the machine that lowered the casket
from the
kind of died halfway through, and you can hear it dying. You ever hear like a car running low on fuel until finally it sputters out and dies? That's what happened midway down. So the whole time, doves are releasing, Amazing Grace. You get I was like, when I tell you,
in this show, I need to see the go ahead.
No, here's what makes it bad. The pastor was trying to prolong it, like, y'all need to hurry up and lower this person in the grave. I can only speak so much from the Bible. Finally, I gotta sit there and say it. Does heaven have an elevator or a forklift when they get there? I'm sitting there, my mom. Why did you sit there and say? I was like, it ain't my fault. They're not even at the halfway point yet, and they need help.
Wow.
I was like,
oh my god!
I kid you not. The entire front row laughed. You could tell they was laughing their heads off. Now the flower ladies, they were mad as hell at me, but I was like, how y'all get mad at me? The machine quit before he did.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Congratulations, Kevin, on stage. I know you're gonna make the Black Church experience hilarious. I know there's a hustle preacher character in there somewhere.
I'm gonna get a call from my mama tomorrow. Did you laugh about a funeral?
I did. It was like,
Which
I
one?
did.
Which one was it?
Oh my god! So
I picked tonight to try to make an effort to come into this mess. That's what I did. That's my fault. That's my fault.
We appreciate you, Kira. You
No,
know,
wait! Don't say my name out loud.
You can join me on my. I got plenty of room on the chair. Come on, you can
look here. Look here. The after the response I seen earlier this week, and I told Spartan, I said, see, and that's why I will get kicked out of hell. Because the response was, oh, so you're down here now. And he's like, well, at least I'm not living in my daddy's basement. And the devil says, well, fuck you too. And I'm like, see, that would be a response I would tell Satan himself, and he would just say, you can go on back upstairs. I don't need you down here.
How does it feel? How does it feel? Millennia later, you still got daddy issues.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Who's up for
No,
it?
don't bring that baby into this like that. Don't bring that baby into this like that. You don't do that. She better. She a clean
Debate if I
soul.
just hard transition into the outro when I clip this, or
No,
if
no.
I
Oh
just,
my God.
if I have to add
I was
the
talking
text at
about
the beginning.
the devil. We got the Devil Dinosaur.
I mean, we got
Nice
Devil
transition.
Dinosaur. I mean,
Is that how you chose the trailers for this? Because I didn't even clip.
No.
That didn't even clip.
I was not even expecting it to go like this. I wasn't.
Oh man. Really, Kira? Straight to the sage?
Yeah.
Straight to the sage, Kira? Really?
What?
I bet the stage wasn't even lit. She's just gonna wave it.
Also, dear Black people, the same rule goes for this show for all that we do for all of our Black Panther films. No bootlegging. Support the damn thing.
Right. Before